Hello guys. So we are dealing right now with second chapter, that is life process in living organisms part 1. Last time we have started with the topic of energy from different food products or energy from different food components. So in that we already finished proteins, lipids, and now we're going to start with vitamins. So basically nutrients are of 5 types: carbohydrates, proteins, lipids, vitamins, minerals. These are the 5 basic nutrients. Apart from that, we have water and roughage also. So carbohydrates, we discussed how carbohydrates or glucose is responsible for production of energy. Different roles of proteins in our body also we have discussed. What is the role of fats or lipids, that we discussed last time. And today we are going to start with vitamins. So vitamins, if you break the word vitamin, it is made up of 2 words: vital amines. Vital meaning important, essential, and amines is nothing but amino group or NH3 group. The compounds which contain NH3 in them are called as amines. So vital amines means important compounds containing NH3. So these vitamins basically are of 5 types. Main types are 5, that is A, B, C, D, E, 6 types: A, B, C, D, E and K. Out of that, vitamin B and vitamin C are water soluble, and vitamin A, D, E and K are fat soluble, meaning they get dissolved in the fats, and water soluble means they can be dissolved in the water. So this can be asked for your exam, either for odd one out or maybe for correlation. So fat soluble vitamins are vitamin A, D, E and K, and water soluble vitamins are vitamin B and vitamin C. Vitamins are required by in very less quantity to our body. However, they are very essential. Various life processes cannot occur in absence of vitamins. Like we discussed in the last period about some questions. Night blindness occurs due to deficiency of vitamin A. Ulcers in the mouth occurs due to deficiency of vitamin B. Bleeding gums occur due to deficiency of vitamin C. Bending of bones, scurvy, that occurs due to deficiency of vitamin D. So these vitamins, though required in small quantities, are essential for various body processes. So that was about vitamins and types of vitamins. Next, there are questions given in your textbook actually. Many times we experience dryness in the mouth. So why do we experience dryness in the mouth? Due to lack of water in the body. When you're having fever, you experience dryness in the mouth. Second, oral rehydrating solution, salt, sugar and water, commonly known as ORS solution, is frequently given to the person experiencing loose motion. So during loose motion, large quantity of our water from our body is lost, and in order to replenish that water, we give the patient ORS or oral rehydrating solution, which helps to retain the energy as well as water content of our body. Third question, we sweat during summer and heavy exercise. Now sweating is nothing but releasing the water from your body along with some wastes or along with some salts. So this water goes out of the body for a reason. The reason is when you are doing heavy exercise, large amount of energy is required for it. We utilize that energy and heat is released out of our body. Same way during summer also, the climate is very hot and our body need to maintain this steady condition or homeostasis. For that our body sweats. The sweat comes on the surface of our body, and due to air it gets evaporated, thus cooling down the temperature of our body. So sweating is a natural phenomena done by our body to maintain the temperature or to regulate the temperature of our body. So you might have experienced that if you are sweating and you stand below the fan, you start feeling very cold. Why? Because as the water or as the sweat starts evaporating, it cools the surface on which it is present. So this is how water is essential. So the next point is water. Now water does not have any calorific value, meaning water does not give energy. Like carbohydrates give 9 kilocalories. Carbohydrates and proteins give 4 kilocalories of energy per gram. Lipids give 9 kilocalories. But water does not give any calorific value, or it does not provide you any energy. However, water provides environment for various biochemical reactions to occur in your body. The reactions which occur in aqueous condition inside the cell where there is a large amount of water present. You might be knowing that our body contains 65 to 70% of water in all the body parts, especially in the cells, large amount of water. Cytoplasm also contains large amount of water, which provide the site for various chemical reactions to take place. So that is the importance of water. Last part is roughage, also known as dietary fibers. So these fibers also are substances which we cannot digest. We cannot digest the fibers, but their presence helps for easy passage of fecal matter, or waste matter can be easily passed out of the body if our diet contains roughage or fibers in it. It helps for proper digestion of food. That was about fibers. Now in your textbook nothing is given of minerals, but minerals are also important for our body. Like we have sodium, potassium, chlorine, hydrogen ions. These all are required by our body. Even calcium is required, magnesium, molybdenum, phosphorus. These minerals are also essential for growth of our body. So that was all about different components or foodstuffs and what is their importance in our body. Now we are going to start with the most important topic, that is cell division. Now again there are some questions. Let's discuss before we start with cell division. Let's understand what it is by the following questions. So you have 5 questions. I'll start with the first. What happens to the cell of injured tissue? Now when the tissue is injured, like when you get cuts, when it is burned, the cells at that place die and they are removed and replaced by new cells. That is process of healing of wound. Second, whether new cells are formed during healing of wound? Yes, new cells are formed. The old one or those which are injured or dead cells are removed and their place is taken by the new cells. Third, do the plants get injured when we pluck the flowers? How are those wounds healed? So when we pluck the flower, pluck the leaf, or we try to some lovers try to carve their names on the trees, so at that time plants also get injured, and this injury are again healed by the plant by growing new cells on them. So remember, plants also get injured. Don't carve your love story on the trees. Okay. Next, how does the growth of any living organism occur? Does the number of cells in their body increase? If yes, how? So growth, how does the growth occur? By increasing the number of cells in your body. Now every living organism have started their life as a single cell, that is zygote. Male and female gamete unite to form a single cell known as zygote. This zygote further divides, redivides, forms plenty of cells. They get differentiated from different organs, and finally entire organism is formed. So when we grow, the number of cells in our body are increasing by the process of cell division. Fifth question, how the new individual of species is formed from existing or same species? So new individual is formed due to reproduction. That is also an essential life process. Reproduction we're going to study in the next chapter, life process 2. So reproduction is essential for production of new individual from the pre-existing individual by sexual reproduction or by asexual reproduction. So these are the questions that we which will give the insight of what we are going to actually study. So cell division is very essential process for repairing of wound, growth, replacement of old tissues and reproduction. For all these processes, cell division is required. Now before we actually start with cell division, let's try to understand some basic concepts or basic terms in cell division. Chromosome, we studied in 9th standard. So what are the different parts of chromosome? It consists of a central part known as centromere, and it has got P arm and Q arm. The upper arm, the shorter arm is P arm, and the longer arm is called as Q arm. So that is chromosome, which is essential during cell division. Chromosome consists of genes which carry information from one generation to next generation. Or in fact, they are the chromosomes which pass from one generation to the next generation during cell division or during the reproduction. Next, cell organelle is centriole. Centriole is a special kind of cell organelle present in the cell, in the cytoplasm. This centriole develops or forms specialized fibers, threads known as spindle fiber. These spindle fibers are produced through centrioles during cell division, and the function of these spindle fibers is to hold the chromosomes in proper place and then pull it to the opposite ends. For what? That we'll study in the processes of cell division. So this was then spindle fiber we discussed, chromosomes we discussed, nucleus is also important part. Nucleus consists of chromosomes, and chromosomes are essential for cell division. Then nuclear membrane is nothing but the covering which encloses all the content of the nucleus. That is nuclear membrane. Now let's begin with the cell division. There are two types of cell divisions, namely mitosis and meiosis. Mitosis type of cell division occurs in somatic cells, and meiosis occurs in gametic cells or reproductive cells. Our entire body has two types of cells, namely somatic cells and gametic cells. Somatic cells are the cells of our body. Gametic cells are also the cells of our body, however they are present only in the reproductive organs. In male, gametic cells are present in testes. In females, gametic cells are present in ovary. So these are very different types of cell. Gametic cells are also known as germ cells. Rest all the parts of our body consist of somatic cells. So somatic cells show a different kind of cell division, and gametic cell or germ cells show a different type of cell division. So the cell division which occurs in the somatic cells or our body cells, rest of the body cells excluding the reproductive organs, that undergo mitosis. So today we are going to discuss about mitosis. Now mitosis is a kind of cell division in which one cell gives rise to two daughter cells, and the number of chromosomes in them remain same or constant. Like we already know that each and every cell of our body consists of 46 chromosomes. So when one cell containing 46 chromosome divides, it is forming two cells both containing 46 chromosomes. So this happens during mitosis. Now entire process of mitosis is divided into two stages as karyokinesis and cytokinesis. Karyokinesis is nothing but division of nucleus. Nucleus divides. That is karyokinesis. Cytokinesis is division of cytoplasm. So the first process which occurs is karyokinesis, and then it is followed by cytokinesis. Karyokinesis is again divided into four stages, namely Prophase, Metaphase, Anaphase and Telophase. So we are going to study in detail what happens during Prophase, Metaphase, Anaphase and Telophase. So first phase is Prophase. Prophase, pro means first, beginning. So during this prophase, whichever cell is going to undergo cell division, that cell, the size of the cell increases, then nuclear membrane slowly start disappearing. chromatin material, the threads of DNA, start condensing and they start getting converted into chromosomes. So the chromatin fiber, the thread like DNA, start condensing, it forms thick chromosomes. Slowly centriole, which is 1 in number in every cell, that centriole divides to form 2 centrioles, and these 2 centrioles start moving to the opposite ends of the cell. You can refer to the diagrams. When I am explaining, I have also put the diagrams, so you can compare whatever I am explaining with the diagrams. So just listen what I am telling and compare with the diagram given alongside. So the centrioles start dividing, they form two, from one centriole 2 centrioles are formed, and they start moving to the opposite pole. This form or this entire thing occurs during prophase. Second phase is metaphase. Meta meaning middle, equator, center. So during metaphase, the nuclear membrane has completely disappeared. Centrioles have reached to the opposite poles, north and south pole like we have. So the opposite pole, one centriole at one end and another centriole at another end. The chromosomes are now aligned at the equator, or all the chromosomes are present in the center of the cell, and they are held together by spindle fibers. These spindle fibers have arisen from the centrioles, which have now moved to the opposite pole. So you can see thread-like structures coming out of both the centrioles and joining the centromere of chromosome. So the spindle fiber get attached to the centromeres of the chromosome and hold them at the center of the cell or in the equatorial plane. That is metaphase. Now after metaphase, third stage is prophase, metaphase, and then we have anaphase. Now during anaphase, the spindle fiber starts pulling the chromosome towards them. Now as spindle fibers are attached or they are present on both the ends and they both start pulling the chromosome, as a result the chromosome gets split in the centromere zone and they get separated into half. Each chromosome is separated into half and they start pulling to the opposite ends. That happens during anaphase. And last phase is telophase. Telophase means at the end. Tail is end. So during telophase, the chromosomes, the partially cut chromosomes, the chromosomes which are cut into half from the centromere, they reach to the opposite end, and after that slowly the nuclear membrane starts forming at both the ends. Wherever the chromosomes have collected, half and half chromosomes on each side of the cell, again the nuclear membrane starts reappearing. Slowly this process continues. Meanwhile, the chromosomes again decondense and form thread-like DNA. So now we have a stage where we have a single cell containing 2 nucleuses at 2 ends. This is end of karyokinesis, and the next process is cytokinesis. In cytokinesis, the cytoplasm slowly start dividing. There is development of furrow or development of ridge in the center of the cell, and the cytoplasm starts slowly dividing into 2 equal halves, and as a result 2 different cells are formed. So this is entire process of cell division named as mitosis. So this is how mitosis occurs. Now during mitosis in animals, the furrow or the groove is formed and the cytoplasm divides into 2. In case of plant, when mitosis occur, this furrow is not formed. Instead of that, in plants, a special structure known as cell plate starts forming, and this cell plates divide the 2 cells separate, or it separates the 2 daughter cells. After the process of karyokinesis, whatever is formed, division of that cell occurs by help of cell plate in case of plants. And in case of animal, the division occurs by formation of furrow in the cytoplasm. So this was all about mitosis, which occurs in somatic cells. some more points I would like to add before we start with meiosis. The concept of diploid and haploid. Diploid means double number of chromosomes or the normal number of chromosomes. So human being, we have diploid condition in each cell, meaning we have 46 chromosomes or 23 pairs of chromosome. Whenever the chromosomes are present in pairs, it is called as diploid condition. And when the chromosomes are present in halves, not in the pairs, it is called as haploid chromosomes. So when we say that 46 chromosomes, they are actually 23 pairs of chromosomes. That is called as diploid condition. And when we have separated 23 chromosomes separated and another 23 chromosomes separated, then that condition is said to be the haploid condition. Diploid is also known as 2n and haploid is known as n. So remember this for meiosis. In case of mitosis, the chromosome number remains same, that is diploid remains diploid. Chromosome of our body contains, the cell of our body contains 46 chromosomes. When our body undergoes mitosis, it forms two cells and both contain 46 chromosomes. That means before cell division the cell was 2n. After cell division, when two daughter cells are formed, then also both the daughter cells are 2n or they both are diploid. So that's it for today. Next period we are going to start with meiosis.